and welcome to Mickey Art. My name is Michelle Edhouse, and today is another day of the fabulous, funky lockdown paint pouring party with my Patreons. Say that 5 times really fast. Paint pouring party with Patreons. So they get to come and hang out with me 14 days in a row. Well, almost in a row. I have the odd day off. And we chat and have fun and play verbal diarrhea at each other. So if you hear other people giggling and interjecting in the background, that's who it is. And so they are over there today instead of over there, which has been the normal situation. We're having technology changing times. So I picked out a record, and this record is actually a Stevie Wonder record. Motown, Hotter Than July is the album name. It is well scratched. It is no longer of any value, so please don't freak out. It's not a you know, I'm not painting on thousands of dollars or anything silly like that. And what we came up with was, seeing as Stevie Wonder is blind, we'd do a camouflage one so we can't see him either. It's Doug's idea, can you tell? He's on mute, he can't harass me back. So we've been playing with some colours, and I've got a darkened burnt sienna. I darkened it because I needed to put another colour in it because it was really watery. It's still really watery, but it's also got some glow in the dark paint, trying to thicken it up, and it's also got some PVA wood glue. But you know, we'll just have to cross fingers and hope it comes out all right in the end. We've got some yellow ochre, and then I mixed up a khaki camouflagey type green, and that is made up with the yellow ochre, mostly cerulean blue, but a little dash of ultramarine blue. So quite pleased with those colours. They're looking pretty funky. And we're going to do a flip cup. And we're putting silicone into the green, which I still need to do, if I can find my silicone. Where's the lube? Nobody else plays with my lube, so I must be able to find it somewhere. It's vanished. Disappeared. So I'm going to use the Montmartre silicone oil, which, you know, it's been known to do some good stuff. It's been known to also not. So we'll see what happens. And then, depending on how that shows up, we've also got on standby some little Nature's Contribution leaves off the flowering cherry outside, because, you know, it's it's camouflage. You've got to have leaves in a camouflage, right? And ghillie suits always have leaves attached. So because the brown is still quite runny, I'm going to put as little of that in as possible. So let's get some silicone into this green. You only need a couple of drips. Honestly, guys, if you put more than that in, you are not going to see the cells, because there'll be so many of them, they'll be just like everywhere and not look like cells because they're just everywhere. So how does it get any better than that? How well can you guys see? Let's just tilt you up a little bit. All right. So that is. I'd be able to see better if I put my glasses on. Well, Stevie Wonder couldn't see, so why should you? Oh dear me, this is an interesting play on concepts here, my friends. So we're just putting a little bit of the brown, a lotty bit of the green, and a lotty bit of the yellow. A little bit more. Let's get some high pouring happening. Just to get it to interact. The higher you pour it, the more pressure it creates and the more it pushes down in amongst the other paints.
So what do you use to get high? Get the high pour?
What do I use to get the high pour? My arm.
What do you use to get high in order to get the high pour?
Oh, Doug. Really? If you guys didn't hear him, he said, what do you use to get high so that you can get a high pour? This is not an R18 conversation, thank you, sir.
Well, you could have said a ladder.
I could have said a ladder. I could have. Absolutely. See, my brain always goes to the places that you...
Not everything I say has to be naughty.
Yes, everything you say has to be naughty, Doug. Come on, this is you. This is why we love you. You're our touch of naughty for the day. All right, so we've done the flip cup. There we go. Finished. Let's walk away. Oh.
I'd say it looks more like a flip tin, but hey.
A flip tin? Yeah, good point. So I'm just going to let that drain a little bit. We could play the drums. You know what we haven't done for a while? We haven't done one of those floating cups. Who was it that used to do the burning cup? Was it Saskia?
No, you're not going to do a burning cup.
Why not?
With your luck, you'll burn down your studio.
Yeah, and then I'd have to have firemen come and rescue me, and that would be like too close contact and not social distancing, and that would be really bad. Naughty. Don't even think about doing naughty things.
Try to explain it to the insurance company.
Yeah. It was Doug's fault. I blame him.
And they'll be like, Doug who?
He told me to, he told me to, he told me to. It's one of those voices in my head.
And then I'll refer them to this video and where I say, don't do it.
I hope you guys can hear this. I really do. All right, let's see what's underneath this cup.
I'm guessing paint.
Well, paint's always a good option.
Oh, pretty.
Yeah. Probably not as green as camo needs to be. Oh, that was not a good idea. We've definitely got some green coming up through from underneath. It's very runny. I'm not used to my paint being this runny. I know there's people out there that do have paint this runny, but it's not my norm. So for those of you that are new to acrylic pouring, this is a butane torch, and it's used to A, pop air bubbles, but B, also to warm the paint. You don't cook the paint, you just warm it enough so that the silicone can rise up through the layers of paint, leaving these little pathways behind. Now I am a little bit concerned about the quantity of paint on there. So I'm just going to add some extra. I just don't want to lose all those really cool cells that we've got by not having enough paint. Just don't have enough paint, full stop. Look at this, I'm scraping the cans. Worst comes to worst, I'm going to have to pull her out that brown. It's so brown, it's so runny. Alright, that should do us. Let me just check that we are totally in focus. Alright. I don't think we're going to need the leaves though, Doug.
I don't think so.
I think we've got plenty of silicon cells. Just gonna help it spread a bit. Who's being noisy?
My daughter.
Uh-huh. Hello, daughter.
She just walked out.
I must say, having it this runny does make shifting it a lot easier. It doesn't take so long to tilt it. But it does make it so that you have to be really, really, really careful about how you place it to dry. It needs to be 100% flat. When I first started pouring, I remember seeing people having their paintings and they were like, I don't know what it did. It looked beautiful when I walked away, and then when I came back it was all on the floor. How does it get any better than that? I think my silicon is playing games with me. I'm sure it wasn't sitting there when I was looking for it. It's just appeared right in my line of sight. It's so funny. Does anyone else have that happen? Yeah.
Hiding in plain sight.
Yeah. I'm sure Stevie Wonder has that problem all the time. I'm intrigued to see what colour this green goes when it dries. But there we go. I think that's cool. Can you guys see it very well? Is that better?
Oh, there you go. That's much better.
I'm not going to sit here and hold it like this though. Let's see if I can put this paint underneath there as a prop. There we go. I like it. I like it. So let me get you guys down off the tripod and bring you down and show you. This is a little fishy down there. There's another penguin just there. Very organic. It definitely would get lost in a forest, that's for sure. Ooh. Look at the way those colours are blending. My brown is very, very grainy looking. But we will see how that comes out when it's dry. And we will, you guys that are watching on YouTube, get to see that in 3, 2, 1. Well, I think Stevie Wonder would be proud. We're pretty much camouflage. Yeah, it's cool. Totally not my colours. You guys know that. But it's would definitely make a good camouflage for your bushwear if you were heading out into the bush. Probably a little bit too much yellow, but hey, how much fun can you have when you're in the bush? Great question, really. How much fun can you have anywhere? As much as you choose. Anyway, goodness me. Can tell I'm out early. Lots of trucks going by. Not a lot of cars, but a lot of trucks doing their delivery runs. I had fun on this video. Hope you guys did too. Thank you to my patrons for coming to play. And what else is possible, guys? What else can we choose? What else can we create? Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed, and join me for future videos and see what else is possible, what else we can create. And as I've said in the past, we are going live weekly at the moment. While we're in lockdown, you guys get to come play with me, and of course the patrons get to be talking to me as well. So come play. Who else would like to talk in my ear? Who else would like to play with me? Guide me, show me what to do. How much fun can we have, guys? I adore you. Thanks so much for being part of my life. Having you guys in my world and talking to you on the comments and stuff like that is just such a gift in these times. And so grateful that I can be here with you. And what else is possible? I adore you. Have fun. Bye-bye.